Well, hey everyone, Alex Goff here with Kevon Williams from the USA Men's National Sevens team, with the U.S. flag behind you, looking good. Kevon, how's training going for the guys?
Training is going really well, man. I mean, it's been a long preseason, pretty tiring preseason, but we're just coming out the other end of it, and it's going well. I mean,
Yeah.
we're looking good. So yeah, I'm excited.
How did you guys feel about the preseason tournaments? I think on paper, it's not like you set the world on fire, but you might have had different plans there.
The preseason tournaments were, I mean, obviously anything we do, we want to win, but it's more so just kind of knocking out the rust, trying all the new things that we want to implement and put in, and just something to get you going. So you got your head wrapped around this that we're starting the season and we're trying to start off strong. So I mean, I thought it was good. I think we did exactly what we wanted to.
All right, good, good. You guys have a target on your backs now? Number
Um,
two in the world?
I think I think I think as long as Mike has been here since they turned it around and we're number six. I think that we've had a small target, but obviously the target has grown and gotten a little
Yeah.
bigger now.
Right. If we want to be pessimistic, we can
Okay.
point to the fact that you, through the first half of the year last year, you made the final every single time, and then the
Right.
second half you didn't. You made the top four. You're the only team to make the semis every tournament, but you
Right.
didn't make the final. Was that? I mean, sevens is kind of a unpredictable game to start with. What happened
You're
there?
right. We came out gun smoking, and we did well. I mean, we made the five finals, and it was tough. The competition just continuously gets better, and in those, the more that you're in semifinals, obviously the better the competition. It's really easy to win a day two when you're not really
Yeah.
playing against the better teams. But I mean, it's sevens. The ball can roll any way, and so those semifinals, those teams got the best of us later on in the season.
Okay. All right. Um, what about for you? You've gone from being a guy who gets a few minutes a game to somebody. Sometimes you're a feature player, and sometimes you're a wing or a center or a halfback. And how are you feeling about your rugby?
I feel pretty good, man. Coming back from injury, like way back in early 2017. Um, I just kind of wanted to be in the squad. And then once I was in the squad, I really didn't know what my role was. And so now I know that my role is wherever it's an
Yeah.
opening. So I enjoy being able to play every single position on the field, and I embrace it. And I just want to make the best of every opportunity that I get.
All right, good. I was thinking the other day about the pathway to the USA Sevens team. And
Right.
there's a ton of different ways to go. Obviously, somebody like Carlin, who never played rugby and then showed up and had to learn on there. And you got Danny Barrett coming from Cal. It's like, oh, well, that's an obvious pathway there. And
Right.
there you are, New Mexico Highlands, Enscro player. What if you think about and people were like, you got to check out this player, New Mexico Highlands.
Right.
But if you think about that player back then and the player you are now, what's different?
Um, I've I've transitioned to I've become a student of the game, but becoming starting off, I was a receiver coming from receiver, so it's always attack mindset. Give me the ball, I want to score. And on that level, I mean, not to say that level isn't the greatest level,
Mm.
but I found myself finding the try zone a lot. And so when I came here, it was a lot harder. And so I had to learn how to pass, tackle better, understand pitchers. And so now I'm not even a score first guy anymore. I mean, it's fun to score, but I mean, we got these great centers, these great wingers,
Yeah.
these great pack players that I can just occupy a gap for a second and give them a little bit of space. They'll take it the rest of the way.
All right, good. I think there was a moment for you, and I'm just off the top of my head, so I'm probably going to get this wrong, but I believe it wasn't Vegas last year; it was the year before. You had a really big play to just sort of win. I think it was a quarterfinal game, might have been the semifinal game. A really long, winding run to set up a try. I kind of felt like that was a big moment for you, but you don't seem to remember it, so maybe it wasn't. I don't
It
know.
was. I don't think it was Vegas. It
Yeah.
was. It was Vancouver though,
Okay,
2 years
there you go.
ago versus Canada in
Yeah.
Vancouver. That was yeah. That I mean that was like a tick over for me because I think that season that's when Madison was out,
Yeah.
and I needed to step up. And yeah, I mean obviously I made a big play, beat Canada in Canada, and it was really at the last second. It was good, but yeah, it did kind of tick over for me and kind of get me rolling a little bit.
All right, fantastic. Um, what's the biggest challenge playing in Dubai?
Biggest challenge in Dubai. I mean, it's just I think the biggest challenge about Dubai. Well, one, obviously it's hot. I mean,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
desert. It's the desert. But I mean, it's just the first tournament of the season. I mean, you don't know what to expect. You know, we're gonna have three teams that we've played so many times, but they just like us, they're gonna have a totally new scheme, and you just kind of got to get used to them because I mean, you kind of get used to the teams after playing them so many times. I mean, we know what Fiji's going to do. We know what New Zealand's
yeah.
going to do. We know what all these teams are going to do. But beginning of the season, everybody has something new, and so it's the unexpected. It's a little difficult, but I mean, you get it.
Another thing to look ahead to the Olympics. Do you guys try not to think about that? Does Mike say, "Don't think about that"? What's going on?
No, I mean, we all know what this year is about. I mean, obviously, don't get it twisted. Like, we would love to win the circuit this year. Like, I mean, that's our goal as of right now. We want to win out. But I mean, when something that only comes around every 4 years and it's like a lifetime opportunity, like you think about that every day,
Yeah.
every day.
All right. Good. And is it like you want to be an Olympian? Is it you want a medal, or is it just sort of just the experience, the idea of it?
It's it's I would in my head it's like it's no point of showing up if you don't want to show out. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, like, being there is going to be great, planning is going to be great, but winning it, medaling, that'd be the greatest thing that I probably could achieve. I mean, after marrying my wife and having my children, like it's going to be like up there on that pedestal right after them. So I mean, that's like a once in a lifetime opportunity for a lot of people, and I want to be able to take advantage of that.